Hi there, it's Maggie. I am going to do a update on my build in progress for the Hall of the Lunar Champion. Actually the third time I'm going to record this. I'm working on that. But anyways, wanted to show some of the progress I've made. I'm using Essential Housing Tools to add some special effects, and I'm going to have some housing inspiration tours from Tamriel Hot Housing Tours to help you get inspired. So as we go through, I'll point out things I've done, shown you where I've added special effects. I think it's important to see how things look and know how they work, because you see these amazing builds and you may not think you could do it yourself, but I guarantee you can. So let's take a look as we go through on what I've put in here. So you can see where I've added some images for Jode's Embrace to fill in. You can use the Essential Housing Tools to add load screen images. I put a Khajiit archway in as an entryway. I really just want this space to be a entry in kind of indoor garden to lead you into one of the wings, the second wing of the Hall of the Lunar Champion. So you can see where I've added the load screens in. I'll turn off the effects here in a second and you'll be able to see what it looks like without it. I've made this pool, added some platforms so that I could really just have this little indoor oasis. You can see without the housing tools, it's okay, it looks okay, but it looks really better with the load screens on and the images. So you can use that to save housing spaces and housing slots that are always tight. And you can see that I've added these little extra pools. My goal here is just to make an entryway into the Hall of the Lunar, or the Hall of the Colossus that you get, the second wing you get when you're doing the quest after you kill the dragon. And so I just am welcoming you into the space. So now we're going to go out to the wing that I've been focusing on now. It's definitely a build in progress. I've been looking at a lot of the Hall of the Lunar Champions through Essential Housing Hub and the open houses to get inspiration. And right now I'm in the middle of building this huge custom house. Who knows what it'll look like in the end. I've started adding a few special effects just to see what they'll look like and what I like. I think you gotta experiment and see what works. I'm still getting better at that. There's some amazing things out there that I've seen people do that you'll see in the tour, but right now I'm building this what will be a indoor-outdoor space. Have gardens. I've taken inspiration from several players, mostly on PC and PC slots through Essential Housing Tools, but also watching videos on YouTube, like Alara Northwind. Her work is awesome, so I'll link her down below because I think you can't get enough inspiration. So up here, I've used like various elsewhere pieces, elsewhere shrine, the walls, the columns. I'm going to make this into an outdoor space. Again, I don't know what it'll look like in the end. Have a roof, don't have a roof. Oops, good thing I didn't kill myself there on that elsewhere gate. I got these for a really good deal, like 6,000 a piece. I can't make them yet. So my housing goes slow, or I just, go spend a little money on crowns so I can have stuff to work with. This was inspired by one of the houses you'll see in the housing inspiration tours. I like the way that they use every bit of the space, put in new stairways so that you can access other parts of the build. You don't have to go with exactly how it is. I'm in the middle of covering up those columns just because I don't like them. I don't like the color. It's kind of gray and boring. So I don't know what this will look like in the end, but more to come on that. So you go upstairs here and you can go up on both sides of this space. You can go in and out. So that you got these archways I took advantage of that were there, and then you can walk down this space and you go into another space. I'm using Essential Housing Hub. You can see a little thing of it there. I'm in progress, so there's little issues here and there, but I really liked how Aziz in a Box did their dispatch load spot. So you can see that I'm building a ponds there, and they look a certain way, and I'm adding lily pads. This is like 3 images, so I'm really have to fine tune it because there's a reflection, a shallow water, and a lily pad image. So I'm really getting the hang of how to have multiple images and work together. You can see I can use those dark elf columns to add light. Those are like at $2.50 at the home goods vendor. So they're a good way to add lighting that isn't that expensive, but looks great. You can sink them down in the ground so they're not so big. So you can have them bigger, smaller. Here you can see I'm taking advantage of the waterfall, one of the major features in this house. Everybody's doing it a little different. I don't know what this will look like in the end. I've seen a lot of other ways people are doing it that I'll copy as I go, but I'll have some kind of view or way you use it. And you can see down below I've actually made it so you can jump down into your own custom shower if you want. You won't die. I'm putting in towels, and I gotta go get sponges and other things to represent your bathing goods, but this is your little outdoor custom shower. I thought it looked really cool, and makes it just something unique. And you know, everybody has a different way of viewing these, and they go at different custom ways. So that was one way to get down here. This is what I got from Alara and Northwind. I really liked how she did these stairs, so I wanted to experiment. You know, will I keep these? I don't know, but I really like the way to use these elsewhere stairs from the top, and you'll go down and you can kind of spiral down into this spot. I did check, I could cover that up and you could fall down there accidentally. Who knows, maybe I'll do that because it's kind of fun. And fortunately you won't die. I made sure of that by checking it multiple times in multiple ways of falling through the carpet. You just fall into the steps below and you'll get the idea that it's a hidden room. So I may cover that up and make that a hidden way to get in. That's the fun of it. You do this like build in progress and you know, try different things, get inspired by different things. This will take me a while to build out, and then I'll go work on another house for a while, and then I come back here. That's part of why I love the housing, is I've got lots of different things. You can see I've put in a path down here in which you can see I'm building a pond. You know, you'll die down there if you go, but I added the lily pads so that it looks different than the other ones. I'm putting cherry trees in because I like the way that they reflect on the water. This is this cool space I'm currently working on. This is like kind of like an aquarium, and you can see my pet in there, and I'll add other things, but I added glass to make it look like it's an aquarium and that you might view, so I'll put things around it and lights like you're hanging out and looking at it. And then this is going to be a hidden room with a cave. I'll put some treasure behind there so it looks like that. So it's another way to use essential housing tools to make it look like a room. If you don't have essential housing tools, they won't see it, but they'll see like a little room because I'll make it look like it's there regardless of having the effect or not. I think that's important when using the special effects. So you can see I've got this walkway I'm building. Next time you see this, I'll likely have lots more cherry trees in the walkway, and I'm going to fill it in with bushes and just make this a real romantic walk. Like the end there, I might have a romantic destination that you go with your love to just hang out and look at the beautiful water and listen to it. So I hope you like this tour. I will be back for more. So happy housing, and talk to you soon. Cheers!